everyone, it's Sharonda from Payorwait, and today I'm going to be reviewing Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves, which will hit theaters this weekend. This film is directed by Jonathan Goldstein and John Francis Daley, who you may know from directing films such as Vacation and Game Night. This film stars Chris Pine, Michelle Rodriguez, Hugh Grant, Regé-Jean Page, as this film centers around a charming thief and a band of unlikely adventurers who embark on an epic quest to retrieve a lost relic. But things go dangerously awry when they run afoul of the wrong people. So for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome, hello, so glad you came, I hope you stay. I'll tell you what I liked about the film, what I didn't like about the film, and should you pay your way to see Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves this weekend. So going into what did I actually enjoy about this film, and to be honest, the film really doesn't work unless you believe that these group of adventurers who come from various different backgrounds, completely different personalities, that you have to believe that they work as a team. And I have to say that this is like some of the best chemistry I've seen in quite some time, of so many different actors from different backgrounds, different genres of films that we're used to seeing them in. I really thought that this group worked very well together. But first and foremost, I do feel like we need to put a little bit more respect on Chris Pine's name, because at this point, my mans can do anything. He can give you action, okay, honey? He can give you a good rom-com, all right? He can give you, this is going to be my Oscar-winning performance, okay? I mean, he's going to give you action, all right? And now he's giving you fantasy, honey, and he's giving you comedy. I feel like we don't give Chris Pine enough respect because he truly helped carry this film. And I love that he isn't playing this typical, I am the like knight in shining armor and I'm here to like save the day. That is not his character. His character don't do nothing, y'all. I was really, while I was watching the film, I was like, damn, like, he really just not gonna do nothing to help them out. But I think that's the joke. You have Chris Pine playing this charming, fine as hell man who is really just on this quest to, like, he's just trying to help save his daughter. But he's like an unlikely hero. And I like that he doesn't fall into some of these tropes that we would see leading men like Chris Pine doing. And instead, he's just in his comedy bag. It's the delivery of his lines, his interaction, especially great chemistry between him and Michelle Rodriguez as these two friends who definitely have no romantic interest with each other, but they really form like this very close, tight-knit bond and friendship. And it just works for the film. I love Michelle Rodriguez in the film as well. I like that it's really the women who are like doing the stuff. And before I hear y'all groan and be like, oh my God, Dungeons and Dragons went woke. No, like her character, she's just a bad bitch. That's who she is. That's what she's supposed to be. And also too with Sophia Lillis, I think that she's fantastic as well with what she can do. But yeah, I just thought that everybody worked really great together. Hugh Grant is basically playing Hugh Grant, and I'm here for it. He's a fun villain. He's having fun with it. Justice Smith know how to get like a franchise bag. When I say my man's be in every franchise you can think of, get that bag, Justice. But I really love his character and the interactions between him and Sophia as well. I actually like how they kind of mesh together, especially as we kind of get the backstory between how their characters met. But also too, I think the biggest thing with this movie, it doesn't take itself too serious. It's not trying to be the next biggest franchise, although I'm sure the studio hopes that this movie will play well for audiences and it will be able to have many spinoffs from it and sequels. But I just think they're just here to have fun. It's not meant to be too serious. You still have action. You still have some great themes about believing in yourself. You know, are people capable of change? I love the whole father and daughter dynamic of, you know, Chris Pine's character just really trying to save his daughter. He's put in an unfortunate situation, you know, trying to bring his family back together. And I just like how all of that plays out. And I just think that because they didn't try so hard to be something that it was not, to compare itself to the comic book films or the other big fantasy franchises, I think that that's why this movie works very well. It still has really fun action in it, mixed with the comedy as well. It's just nice to be able to sit back, laugh. I get to see a couple of some magic tricks happen. And also too, I just get a great story. And also too, Regé-Jean Page, I know people was talking smack when they were like, Reggae's gonna leave Bridgerton to go do Dungeons and Dragons. Baby, even though I have issues with how long Reggae was actually in this movie, I would say that Reggae actually stole the show. I actually really enjoyed his character, and I just thought that he was absolutely fantastic, and I would love to see more of that from Regé-Jean Page. But yeah, I think you're gonna really fall in love with his character. And also too, please take note, this is how you have a movie that you actually have a surprising cameo that was not spoiled, was not revealed in trailers. This is how you just believe in your film and you know what your film is going to do, that you don't have to give everything away. It was nice going into a movie and actually being surprised, by someone popping up on the screen and not having it spoiled all over social media for you, because it just seems like movies right now, they don't believe in their product, they don't believe in their properties, that it's actually going to sell, and they're giving way too much away. I think that less is always more, and it makes for an even more enjoyable theatric experience for the audience. Everyone in the audience was laughing. Everybody was having a good time. If I have any issues that I actually have with the movie, I will have to say that Regé-Jean Page deserved to have more screen time, because he killed it, but he was only in the movie for 15 minutes. I'm just going to call it what it is. It was disrespectful. But also, too, I will say that the movie takes a while to find its pacing. I will say that the second half of the film is much better than the first half. Not that it wasn't enjoyable to watch. I just felt like we took a really long time to get to the point of what the movie is actually trying to do and where it's trying to go. It almost made me feel like it was two different movies in one. But outside of that, I had a really great time with Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves. I haven't played the game. I wasn't a Dungeons & Dragons kid. I was actually playing games like Risk. So I don't know how this movie will be perceived if you are a Dungeons and Dragons fan. I just know for me, not having any real, background on Dungeons and Dragons and understanding kind of the lore behind it, I still enjoyed it, but I don't know how people who are really into D&D, I don't know how they're going to perceive this film. But I think if you just want a fun family film with some great action, with some cool fantasy, some action sequences that happen, I think that you would have a great time with this. You're going to laugh. You're going to have a good time. We're not here for a long time. We're just here for a good time, right? So what I would do to tell you with you and your coins for Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves, I would tell you to pay to go see it and put some respect on Chris Pine's name, okay? Yes. But those are my thoughts on Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves. As always, my name is Sharona from payorwait, and if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit that notification bell. And I love you guys 3,000. And until I see you again, bye.